Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are in Kingdom Come Deliverance II, and we are just outside of Bojina's hut down here. Came down here to brew some potions up after last episode, and in the last episode, we did a lot of talking. Basically, we returned to Miller down here, Crazel, with the offer of Hermes Trismegistus, and he told us about his plans to make a flower golem. Not made out of flowers, but made out of dough. And then he sent us up here to talk to Bonnie and find out the next steps, which is that we need to find a saltpeter pit because he needs a lot of saltpeter for this thing that he's making. And we'll get to that eventually. What I want to do in this episode is maybe try and hit some of these unexplored locations a little bit here. So we got this water goblin's hut that I really want to find out what that's all about. So we're going to go up the road here and see if we can get there. So we should be able to just ride on up the road. Now, in between episodes, I also did talk to Pavlena. She had some conversation. I'm going to splice that in.
How are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces, that's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
Can you spare a while? I want to ask you something. What will you two do next? You and your mother?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'll take care of Ma and learn everything she knows. Not long ago, I thought me and Roman that we could have a life together. But now I know how foolish I was. Folk here will never accept us. And I don't care about them either anymore.
What about other places? You could move somewhere else.
No, Henry. People are the same everywhere. Suspicious and hateful of everything that is even a bit different. I'm sick of it.
The baby that's on the way, will you raise it yourself?
What else could I do? Leave it in the forest somewhere? Wrap it up in a wet blanket and leave it outside overnight? Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm not suggesting anything of the sort.
I know. Sorry. I can take care of the baby, you know. I'll raise him to be as good a man as his father was.
I believe you. And I wish you good luck.
Thank you, Henry.
I'm very sorry about Roman. How did you two meet?
Roman was pretty much the only person who would talk to me in Troskovitz. He was always very nice to me. We met when the old butcher's wife wouldn't pay me for a basket. Roman told her my work was worth the same whether I lived in Troskovitz or not. He paid for the basket himself.
Sounds like Roman was a decent bloke.
Aye. He always tried to help everyone. And he didn't judge people just by their blood or the place they came from.
What had happened with Yakesh back then, when they drove you out? I'd like to know how you remember it.
I was just a little girl, but I remember something went wrong with the childbirth. Yakesh called Ma and me too late. And when we arrived, there was already a lot of blood. I was boiling water and changing bed sheets, while Ma was with Ludmilla. The baby didn't want to come out. It was a dreadful struggle. Eventually they pulled it out, but it was all... It didn't come out in one piece. Ludmilla was screaming terribly. Yakesh walked in, and when he saw his son, I swear to God, I saw his soul leaving him. It wasn't our fault.
I know. But they drove you out all the same.
Aye. They burst into our cottage that evening. They beat Ma, and then dragged us out. I thought we were done for. Even now, I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night with that same feeling, that I'm being dragged out and there's nothing I can do about it. I'd rather die than live through anything like that again.
Is that why you killed Otter?
No, I killed him because he deserved it, for what he did to my Roman.
Oh, she's a trainer now?
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
Oh, wow. Got lots that I can learn from her, but I have no money.
I'll have a look at your wares.
Okay, I need some money. What is Embarkation? Increases agility and in better quality reduces how much stamina sprinting drains. Sounds useful. Versus injury effects, reduces how much maximum stamina decreases with health. That seems very good. Box increases the amount of experience gained if best quality and speech. Speeds up reading. Okay, I need this, and I'm going to sell whatever it takes to get that. We'll go with that.
A word about the price.
Very well.
If I weren't so broke, I wouldn't haggle this much, but I need it.
That sum will convince me.
And as you saw, we were able to buy the fox potion from Pavlena, which we have brewed, and that's what the buff is on the bottom left. So it gives 50% more experience, and we have better speech for like 2 days, and we read faster. So let's see where we are. All right, so we just went by that little place. So we're gonna go straight until, let's say, right about there. You know, this horse is not as easy, I don't know, maybe that's the right word, as KCD1. I feel like the horse in that game was a lot easier to manage. Who are you, just a traveler?
Ow! Kurva!
Curva. What's going on up here? Looks like a bandit to me. Let's drop a save. And let's also go ahead and put some poison on. So we have strong Bane potion and Henry's Bane. We're going to try to use the strong and get it used up. Can I apply it to my sword? Or does my sword already have poison? There it is. Confirm.
Take her!
Please, leave me be. I'll give you everything I...
Stop!
Alright.
You fucker!
Help!
Come on.
Show you! Take that! Slice him up!
Come on.
I think I'm going to puke.
Oh, nice blow! Ha! He doesn't know when he up! Amen to you!
Very good, sir. Good job. Let's see. An unlucky die. I'm going to leave that on him. No, actually, I'm going to take it so I can sell it. Sell it. My country's showing. Plain Laminar gauntlets. Boy, that might be better. Chainmail gauntlets. Brigandine leggings. Dude had some armor on. Where did he drop his sword? Anywhere I can get a vest. He was just using an axe, wasn't he? And lady, are you okay?
But thank you. Really thank you.
I was happy to help.
You did more than help. You're my guardian angel. Take this. I would have lost a lot if it wasn't for you. And thank you again.
10 whole groschen. Isn't that nice? Appreciate that, lady. So that's a wolf pack. Alright. Probably not even worth getting on the horse here. We're just gonna hoof it down here ourselves. Alright, water goblin. Strange sound.
So this is the water goblin's hut.
Huh. Crayfish. Doesn't say stealing, so guess that's good. More crayfish. That's a big old crayfish. Don't see anything else there. Well, okay. Ew, you rotten fish. Okay, well, we found it. What am I missing here? Anything on this side? I don't know. I wonder if I have to come back at night. Wonder what that building is. Alright, we're gonna go down to the pier down here and just see what's on that. If anything. Nothing at all, just a little pier. Tromping through the mud. Ah! Okay. Look at all of that. I wonder what that is. Camp. There's people. Are they bad guys? Looks like it. Yeah.
Scram! Right now! Ah! We're under attack! Fuck this!
I'll kill you. I've been waiting for you. You. Understand? Hurry up, you idiot! Hey,
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Oh no. How dare you hurt my dog, sir? Oh, there's a bunch of you guys here. Come on.
useless!
I'll sort you out nicely! I'll rip your up! What do you want? You wanna try me? Come on, just take him down! Get out! Alert!
Let's get this guy. I get him.
Christ, it's fucking butchery! Alert! To arms! Miss, I'm not getting myself killed.
Yeah, you are. Okay. Let's go back and clean up our loot back here and see what they had in their camp. What's that? Big rock? Yeah, not much there. Homemade hunting sword, don't care. And where was the other guy? Yeah, we dropped one up here. He didn't even have anything. It says graves. Alright. Now, I thought there was another one. Is that him? Yeah. Really didn't have anything good at all, did they? Oh well, they're dead now. This is enemy camp. I wonder what that means. Alright then. Horse. Well, a little disappointed. I was hoping there'd be something better here. I do want to kind of get to this. So we're going to head back that way and we'll go up at that Y.
Quick!
A whole lot of deer up there. Let's come back. Good boy. Alright, so this is what I was trying to do the other day. Dog, come here.
You silly mutt.
Good boy. Lots of carrots in the water here. What's up with that? Is that what they're using for bait? Crayfish Shoal. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these crayfish. Why I would care about this place. But can you find anything?
Do I want to send Mutt home?
No.
Track!
No. Behavior?
Is there something here? Search!
Okay. Yep. Don't see anything here. Can I get out of here? Come on. That goes up to Vidlac Pond. Fishermen and tanners up there, I think. Yeah, that's the side of the river we ran into that mean guy. All right, well, not much going on so far. Let's go up here to Tachov and see about stealing a Maypole. I found a blacksmith. I needed a blacksmith. Alright, well, can we talk, sir?
Jesus Christ. How can I help you today, friend?
Yeah, look. First off, let's,
I heard you
yeah.
could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Yeah, let's get started.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Shavings. Go over to the anvil. Let's get started.
Start forging at the anvil. Press A. So I need steel, scrap metal, and fastening material, which is what I just picked up out of that chest.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works the better.
Alright, so you hold the bellow.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out and take a look. Try it out.
Pulling X, you can inspect. Okay.
See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Okay.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Right trigger. Hold it.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, Any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
I made a hunting sword.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Alright, so I'll go through these just to see if he tells me anything new.
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. you just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
That's what all the thieves say.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
More interesting work sounds promising. Alright, so we got some perks through that. Vitality. And that seems nice. Marathon runner. Maybe. I mean, alright, what's Revenant 2 though? Like, I've got potions, right? Get that one. That would have helped me chasing that guy down. Secondary. I thought I had a crafting. Yeah. Razor sharp. We'll do thorough maintenance, and is that all? Yeah, I got a combat one earlier. Affected your fate to the point that it's very difficult for even an experienced warrior to respond to it. We'll do that one. Alright, I'll probably do all of this crafting stuff off camera because it's probably going to be boring as crap.
What would you like?
See if I can
Show
sell
me
some
your
stuff.
wares.
Longsword, perfectly balanced. Lethal weapon. Price is not small because only master of his craft can forge a thin yet flexible blade. Okay. Well, he doesn't have enough money. So if I do that, he will. And let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. What can I do for you?
And can you repair my stuff?
This could use some repairs.
I want to do the repairs myself because it'll be cheaper and can't fix that one. All right. And it'll give me experience like that. So now we'll let him
I need
repair it.
something repaired.
161.
What about the price?
Well, finally. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend.
All right, now I'm looking all spiffy. And let's put on armor, I think. No, go back. Like sometimes I just completely forget what I'm doing. Like I'm having a stroke or something. All right, so I need to go to my green for money and to my armor. It was the leggings, right? Yeah. Didn't really help, but my charisma's pretty good. Alright, so we got a quest up there.
Praise God.
Master, hey, doggy?
You, sir?
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that every day. I reckon all the other villagers must envy you.
They sure do. Them Zhelievites try to steal it, but our fellas kick their asses. Why are you so interested in it anyway?
Yeah, let's do that one.
I'm from a small town myself, and I can appreciate a nice maypole. I remember having to guard it every year.
Tell me about it. A real headache it is, but for a good cause. Sorry, I'm just a bit on edge these days. And if someone had bad intentions, Henrik would show them how we do things here in Tachov. That's the one thing he's good for.
Very nice.
I wanted to ask about Henrik.
What about him?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not exactly fond of him.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with our manker. I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her, just like his bloody brothers did.
Where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't good enough for them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thought of manker out of his head. Maybe someone not from around here.
You're not the first to mention something like that.
I reckon Voika told you about it already, didn't she? No wonder. We both only want what's best for our daughter.
Henry's mouth looked really weird just then.
That shepherd, Alshik, is he your son?
Aye, that's my boy. He's going to be really important one day. I arranged for him to learn from Bailiff Trush, so he'll have a better life. But now it's his turn to look after the livestock, so he can't go there. What a waste of time.
What's new around here?
Siegfried the herdsboy was here. He was complaining that wolves keep taking his sheep. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's
Of course
all
you
I'd
do.
say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, Innkeeper.
Taking their time again.
What do you have for...
Paint to dye. I think we looked at this one of these before. Here, I'll sell you that.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
All right. Well, we're gonna pause it here, call it an episode, and we'll pick it up.
Just watch where you're going next time.
You ran into me, woman. We'll continue from here next time. We'll probably talk to this guy over here
You silly doggy.
first thing. So, until then, be good.